Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Dugout Football Channel. A little bit of an impromptu live stream yet again. Unfortunately, it is the news I think that we have been dreading to hear. Sadio Mane is out of the World Cup. Yes, he had picked up a leg injury. He played for Bayern Munich last weekend. So Sadio Mane is out of the World Cup. Probably becomes one of the biggest names to be missing the World Cup in Qatar. But that's life goes, unfortunately, and unfortunately, Sadio Mane is out of the World Cup. We will be discussing, obviously, about Senegal's chances at this World Cup now that Mane has obviously been ruled out. We'll also have a wee discussion about how well they can possibly do as well. Big up everyone! Please smash a like and subscribe if you are new, and we will kick off with the show. Yes, unfortunately, we have received the news at 8 o'clock this evening that Sadio Mane is out of the World Cup. Unfortunately, it has happened. This is what, if I can share my screen, this is what Sky, it was actually broken by Sky Sports, actually. But let me just share my screen. Let me just share my screen. Well, here, and see, it'll take its time. It'll take its time anyway. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. Here we go again. I will just read this out very quickly. And so Sadio Mane, Senegal forward to miss World Cup due to injury suffered playing for Bayern Munich. Sadio Mane ruled out of the World Cup for Senegal with injury. Forward sustained leg injury in Bayern Munich's win over Werder Bremen last week. Senegal faced the Netherlands in their first Group A match on Monday, followed by games against Coast Qatar and Ecuador. And there you go. Senegal Mane's out of a leg injury he sustained while playing for Bayern Munich. Picked up an injury to his right fibula in Bayern's 6-1 Bundesliga win over Werder Bremen last Tuesday. Despite the injury, Mane was named in Senegal's 26-man squad for the World Cup, but the former Liverpool forward will not feature in Qatar after being unable to recover from the injury. The Senegal Football Federation said Mane would miss their first games of the tournament, but head coach Aliou Cisse will now have to plan without his star man. The reigning Africa Cup of Nations champions start their World Cup campaign against Netherlands on Monday. That is followed by Group A games against host Qatar on November the 25th and Ecuador on November the 29th. Mane was crucial in Senegal's first ever AFCON win in February as he scored the winning penalty as the Teranga Lions beat Egypt in a penalty shootout in rotten luck because Sadio Mane is the reason why Senegal are at the World Cup. He is the man that won them the Africa Cup of Nations. He is also the man who obviously got them to, the World Cup as well. It's heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking. And knowing that a player like that, such as a big player like that, and look, Senegal have a good squad. They have a very good squad. Mane, for me, is their talisman. He is their talisman. It is a shame that he's missing the World Cup. It is an absolute shame. But do you know what? I don't think you should count out Senegal. Because I do think, yes, losing Mane is a big blow, but that can boost them. But if Mane is out of the World Cup, then I still think he should stay with the team. Just galvanize them to do this well. But It's very sad news. Very, very sad news, indeed. And obviously, guys, get your thoughts down in the chat as well, because it is not good news for Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane as well. Let's have a look what some of you are saying anyway. Bastard blow for Senegal, and they see my dark horses to make even maybe the semis not happening anymore without Sadio. Yeah, I know. Big up, mate, you cheating bastard. Hello, John. Hope you're good, mate. John, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm a little bit sad, obviously, about this Mane news. I've got to be honest. I was looking forward to watching, obviously, Senegal in the World Cup, and just I think people kind of had that moment where I think they were probably hoping that Sadio Mane was probably going to make the World Cup, but as time sort of went on, and obviously the games are coming, very, very soon, I think it was clear to see that it was always going to be a bit of a tough ask. But I'm absolutely gutted for the man who got Senegal to their World Cup. And actually, if you think about it, I don't think Sadio is 31 now, 31, 32. So if Senegal qualify for 2026, then he'll hopefully be there. He will hopefully be there. Big up, John. Good to see you again, mate. Yep. Big up, Douglas. Good evening, Shane. Hope you're good. Big up, John, mate. How are you? All good, John. Hope you're well. Good. Thank you, John, mate. Where did you get Japan into the semi-finals from? To be honest, I'm going to be honest here. Japan have got a good squad. Japan have a very, very good squad, and I just think there's going to be one shock in that group, and I think I am not impressed with Spain. I am not impressed with Spain. I think they're average at best, if I'm being honest. Just seeing the news, absolutely gutting. Cameron, it is absolutely gutting. Hello, Panoff. Good to see you in the chat. Sad news, Dave. It's absolutely gutting news to see that Mane is obviously missing. But then says Uruguay will be a good watch with Darwin and Louis up front. Yes, they certainly will. And I think they will go far as well, because they have probably one of the most informed players in Federico Valverde, the Real Madrid midfielder. He is absolutely fantastic midfielder. So I do think it'll be good. Hello, hi, Luca. Sad news for Mane. It is sad news. It is sad news. It is very, very sad news, of course. Still a bit upset after last night. Yeah, Anthony, just unfortunate. The questions didn't really fall for you, did they? Look, I enjoyed the quiz. You were a very, very good competitor. But big up yourself for tuning in as well. I'm really sad about not seeing Mane in the World Cup. Yeah, I have to say I am as well. A good team to watch. Poland underrated. Interesting. And hello, Niall. Hope you had a good holiday, my friend. I did see you were away on holiday, so hopefully you had a good time with it recently. One thing I want to check. I actually want to check the Senegal World Cup squad. Because of obviously Mane not being in it, I want to actually go through this the squad if I can. Let's have a look. Let me share my screen again. I'll just quickly go through this if I can. Let's have a look. Right, let's have a look. So I'm gonna share my screen again. So yeah. By the way, guys, please keep getting your comments in the chat as well. And I'll obviously read them out as well. I am live with Chris Leicester Till I Die at 9 o'clock as well. So I'll be doing that one as well. The Shit Shirt Show is obviously with the all the World Cup shirts. So we'll obviously do that as well. So let me just do this anyway. Right, here we go. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at this squad. Let us have a look at this squad. So let's have a look at this squad. So we have. Let's have a look at the forwards, right? So Mane obviously being out is obviously, I don't think he's the captain. I think Koulibaly's the captain, but looking at that, folks, Ismail Sarr, he'll be on the right. He'll definitely be on the right. Boulaye Dia is a good striker. He obviously was at Villarreal before obviously going into Salernitana as well. Bamba Dieng is a very interesting one. It does give an opportunity for Ilman Ndiaye to play, who's played fantastically for Sheffield United this season. He has had a very, very good time of it recently. As well. Famara Diaye is obviously in there as well. We obviously saw what he could do at the African Cup of Nations, don't we? And Nicholas Jackson is also in the squad from Villarreal as well. So Mane is a big, big miss. He is a big, big miss. But I think Senegal still have some good forwards as well. And if we look at their squad as well, like I have to say, like, obviously the goalkeepers is an interesting one. Like, Mendy has had a bit of a tough time of it at Chelsea recently. Seny Dieng's having a good season at QPR. Alfred Gomez is having a good season at Rennes as well. And obviously Koulibaly's not having the best of times at Chelsea. Balotelli's having a good time of it at AC Milan. Abdou Diallo. They have a really, really good squad to Senegal, and I just think with the games that they're coming up, look, they might not be the Netherlands. I'm going to say that I don't see them beating the Netherlands, but I can see them being too strong for like the likes of Ecuador and Qatar. So it is a blow that Sadio Mane is missing, but maybe it gives other players an opportunity to play. Maybe it gives other players an opportunity to play. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the chat, because I do think that group of Senegal's players is actually very, very good, and I do think that they will still go through because I still think they'll be too strong for Qatar and Ecuador. And everyone was kind of saying. Let me just get it off screen in a minute. Let me just get it off screen in a minute. But yeah, everybody was saying sort of that many people thought that the game was obviously Van Dijk versus Mane. I think many people expected, that to be the case. But this is a result of playing a World Cup in November that you're going to get injuries. Look, Christopher Nkunku is out for France, and that looks a very serious injury. That could even scupper his move to, Chelsea in the summer. But I think the best Senegal could hope for, now that Mane's injured, I would say probably last 16. Because who are they likely to get? I mean, were Senegal to win the group, for example, they would obviously avoid England, wouldn't they? If they get second, they would likely get England. Now, England haven't played Senegal in a major international before, so that would be obviously the first ever meeting as well. So it is a big blow. It is a big, big blow. But I look at that Senegal squad and I'm like, yeah, I think they could do well. I think they could do well. But they are struggling for goals. They are struggling for goals at this moment in time. So it does remain to be seen what will happen for them as well. Right, the door is wide open for Qatar and Ecuador to get out of that group. The opening match is going to be tense. It is, and you know what? I think that many people are probably going to say that it's not the most exciting of games, but I look at that game at the weekend and. That game is going to be interesting. I mean, that's the first game of the World Cup, and I predicted Qatar to win that game, and I don't know why, because there's been more nonsense rumors that apparently Qatar officials have bribed Ecuador players. Like I don't want to obviously don't believe everything you read is what I'm trying to say, but I don't see it being a high-scoring game. I'll say that now. I don't see it being a high-scoring game, but Qatar are an unknown identity. They certainly are. As well. For me, Senegal have Mendy, Koulibaly. Yeah. It was a good one. Douglas really enjoyed it. I'm going for Brazil, Argentina final. Brazil and Argentina unfortunately can't meet in the final. They can only meet in the semis. Unfortunately, Anthony, they can only meet in the semis. So one of them is going to miss the World Cup final, unfortunately. But maybe they both might miss the World Cup final. There's also tipping Qatar to get through Group A now. Interesting, Cameron. Interesting. That could only happen if one of them finishes second, but I can't see happening. So it'll probably be the semi-final. Yeah, I agree. Sportcatson, devastating news. Too many players out of the cup. Yeah. To be honest, there is. And Kunku's out, Conte's out, Pogba's out, Werner's out. I mean, there's loads of players that are out at the moment. Sadio Mane will not be the first big name to miss the World Cup. I can guarantee you that there will be another injury coming up to. Everybody gets injuries. It's how well you deal with it. I think with Mane missing the World Cup, it's gotten for him. But I just feel if he stays in around that dressing room, how big a lift that would give the Senegal players, knowing that Mane will be, ebbing you on to, do well. It's gutting. It's absolutely gutting for Sadio Mane. I don't know where the goals are going to come from. Dia and Bamba Dia in average, in my opinion. We'll wait and see. Senegal didn't get out of the group the last time in 2018, so hopefully they will do well. Senegal do struggle with goals. I remember watching them in the Africa Cup of the group stage when they drew 0-0 against Malawi and Guinea. Yeah, I actually did. I actually did a 0-0 draw. If anyone remembers, I actually did. I did a Senegal 0-0 game. I can't remember actually. I can't remember who it was. And actually, they did win 1-0 against somebody as well. Yeah, 1-0 against Zimbabwe. That was it as well. Mane was tight. Him trying to make it. Yeah. Do you know what? I always said this, Ravi. That I had a feeling it would be touch and go. And unfortunately, it just came too soon. Hello, Luke. Big up this. I'm still amazed how you knew when Arsenal was founded. As I said, it's one of those pointless bits of information that gets into my brain, and you just know it. I don't think anyone has watched Qatar play. No, I haven't actually. Seen Qatar play, so I don't know how well they're going to do as well. Stupid scheduling. Yeah, oh Christ! Imagine if Messi gets injured, then that's it. That's it for him. Because he's 35 now. Next World Cup's in 2026. He'd be 39. Yeah, I dare not think about that. Was that his first World Cup? Mane. I have a feeling Sadio Mane's played in 2 World Cups. I have a feeling he has played in 2 World Cups, actually. Give me a wee minute. I'll check that. Sadio Mane World Cup appearances. Let's have a look. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry. International career. Yes, he played in the 2018 World Cup, so it's not his only World Cup. 2018 has been that was his World Cup. He scored in the opening goal in the 2-2 draw against Japan, and yeah, they finished below Japan in the group stage. So yeah, I'm glad for Sadio. We will definitely come back stronger. Yep, definitely. Qatar really prepare for the World Cup. They even play club teams like Lazio. And they have home advantage, and Ecuador are not a team to sleep on. Interesting as well. Alan's in. Hello, Alan. What a pity for Sadio. He'll never walk alone. Yeah, it's absolutely gotten news. But as I said, this could spur on Senegal to do well. This could spur them on to do very, very well. Portugal are winning 4-0. Who are they playing? Elevator. Who are they playing? Doesn't have won the World Cup halfway through the season for injuries. That's why a lot of players are not giving their all at the moment, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. And, we saw Who was it the other day? We saw James Maddison get injured for Leicester against West Ham, and we saw a couple of players actually, almost get injured as well. This is a bad time to have a World Cup, because if you look at the summer, like you could have had like 50 degrees heat over there. It's like 30. It's in the mid 30s at the moment. Like that's the humidity over there is really, really bad. And look, I'm going to be obviously one of the ones. Like if you've obviously seen the pictures of like where people are staying as well, it doesn't look great. It does not look great. So I'm one of these people. I'm just glad I'll be watching it on the TV. I am honestly one of those ones that I'm glad I'll be watching them on the games on the TV. Ecuador, Netherlands advancing from Group A. Interesting. Didn't even know Qatar had its own club and squad sport. I know it sounds stupid. Yeah, I know. Manu Koulibaly not off to the greatest of start. Senegal are always one of those sides that can really up their game. Many people will be expecting Netherlands to win that game. I have gone for a 3-1 win to Netherlands, but who knows? Who knows indeed? I mean, they're not in good form. Bring North Korea to the next World Cup. I don't see that, to be honest. I did not see that. Nigeria. Oh, Portugal. Portugal play Nigeria. All right. Interesting. My Group A predictions: Netherlands, Ecuador, Senegal, and Qatar. I think people need to not write Senegal off. I would say that now. It's a friendly. I had a feeling it was a friendly. Ghana beat Switzerland 2-0 earlier, by the way. I don't know if anyone saw that, but Ghana beat Switzerland. Actually, let me just check some results, because there were some games played today. In fact, So yeah, Ghana beat Switzerland 2-0. Canada beat Japan 2-1. Spain won 3-1 against Jordan. Morocco beat Georgia 3-0. Who else is at the World Cup? Yeah, Portugal are winning 4-0 at the moment. And I think that's it as far as friendlies are concerned for the World Cup teams. So there are going to be some very, very interesting games. There will be some interesting games. Who would be my player of the tournament? Ooh, good question. I mean, I did this the other day, and I said Lionel Messi. But actually, now if you think about it, if Uruguay have a good World Cup, then my money would be on Valverde. If he can get to the performances he's managed with Real Madrid, I would say probably Valverde. They will fly the team in on the back of a ballistic missile. How come other countries have friendly games but England don't? I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know if England are having any friendlies between now or the first game on Monday. I don't think they are. To be honest. So who knows? I mean, I look at the games on Monday, and obviously one is England-Iran, which I think is 1:00, right? I think that's 1:00. And then obviously the other ones are Senegal, Netherlands, that's 4:00, and then USA, Wales, which is a good game. As a reminder, by the way, guys, that Tuesday I will be doing a live watch along to France against Australia. That is live at 6:30. So please do join me for that one. That should be an interesting game, actually. France not looking the best at the moment, and again, Australia. Who knows? Australia don't have the squad they don't really have the squad that you used to, but still a very, very interesting side. Anyway, Uruguay have such another squad: Nunes, Suarez, Cavani, Bentancur. Yep. Panoscaus, it is the 18th of December, mate. The 18th of December, and I believe it is a 4 o'clock kickoff for the final. I think it's a 4 o'clock kickoff because Qatar is 3 hours ahead. So it'll be 7 o'clock in Qatar. So it'll be 4 o'clock in the UK. That seems awfully early, especially for a World Cup. But I suppose where it is, as well. So yes, the 18th of December, and then 4 days later, we've got Manchester City in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, explain that one. 4 days after the World Cup final. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Can't wait for the 19th of December then, says Panov. But guys, let me know in the chat where you guys think how far Senegal can go. For me, I think the best that they can hope for is probably around the 16. I think the best that they can hope for is around the 16. And let's see what happens. It's going to be very, very intriguing to see what... it's 3 p.m. Sportca. I knew it was quite early. Kickoff for the final. So... We shall see. What's this? My boss won't let me have half day to watch the England game. What should I do? He's my uncle as well. Thoughts? Well, I work in an office, right? I work with a laptop. What to do is basically, if you have your phone nearby, then just have it on in the background. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to basically have my phone right beside my laptop, and I'm actually going to have my earbuds in, just hearing the commentary. So yeah, do something like that. Yeah, it's a shame the England games are actually a 1 o'clock kickoff, but there we go. But yeah, guys, get your thoughts in the live chat. I will be going live for another 5 to 10 minutes. I'll be going for another 5 to 10 minutes as well. Tell your mum or dad a word of them. I'm faking sick on Monday. My school won't do anything to allow us to watch the match, and I'll be calling my phone. Faking sick on Monday. Yeah. You will know that there will be a lot of people that probably do that. There will be a lot of people to do that. And I think as well, so if we're right in thinking, so 10 o'clock a.m. UK time, obviously Argentina against Saudi Arabia is a 10 o'clock kickoff. a.m., of course, in the morning. So that's 1 o'clock in the afternoon over there. We've got the 1 o'clock kickoff. That'll be 4 o'clock over there. We've got the 4 o'clock kickoff. That'll be 7 o'clock over there. And then we've got 7 o'clock kickoff. And then it'll be 10 o'clock over there. Wow. So basically, the games will not be finishing until midnight over in Qatar. Yeah. Enough said. I reckon the World Cup final will be Argentina-Spain. I'm going to say this now. I don't see Spain getting out of the group. I'm not convinced with Spain. I must admit, I am looking forward to seeing Japan against Spain. Because that'll be one of the live watch-alongs I'll be doing on the channel. Will be that one. But it's very, very disappointing. I'm not impressed with Spain. I don't think their squad is as good as many people think. I think goalkeepers are good. Sanchez is good. Raya is good. Unai Simon is meh. He's all right. But defensively, I don't think they're the best. I mean, Eric Garcia, Laporte, I don't think they're great. So I'm going to say this now, Oliver. I think you'll be very, very surprised that I'm going to say that I don't think Spain get through. But we'll see. I have a computing lesson at 1 p.m, so may listen to commentary whilst I have headphones on. Did that for the cricket the other day for 2 hours and didn't get caught. Well done, Sport Cat. Well done indeed, my friend. They should let you watch it in school as part of a history lesson or something. Yeah, they should. They should. He's extreme there, so presumably going very late. Yeah, absolutely. Douglas, who's your dark horses? Oh, Uruguay, Japan, and I don't think you can really call them a dark horse, but Denmark for me. I would say those three. I would say those three. Argentina, Portugal final. I want. All depends where Portugal finish, I think. If they finish second, then they're probably going to face Brazil. And if I'm being honest, I can't see Portugal beating Brazil. If they finish top, they'll get a Serbia, a Switzerland, or a Cameroon. I could see them going through there. Remains to be seen. Remains to be seen. Ronaldo, Messi. We shall wait and see what happens with that one anyway. In the USA, the Argentina, Saudi Arabia, what about 5 a.m.? 5 a.m. elevator. Wow. 5 a.m. Dark horse, Croatia and Denmark, says Luca. Uruguay or Brazil to win the cup. I'll tell you something, that wouldn't be a bad shout, actually. Uruguay. I'm going to say now, I really hope Darwin Núñez is a top scorer. For all the crap and all the shit he has had to go through in his early days at Liverpool, I want him to do well. Darwin Núñez, but I think Uruguay are going to be fun to watch. Bloody hell, they got what? Godin, Jimenez, Muslera, Valverde, Pelestri, Suarez, Cavani, Núñez. That is some squad. Some squad that is anyway. Tallyho, Douglas, Senegal are buggered then. I wouldn't necessarily say they're buggered. I wouldn't say they necessarily say they're buggered, but I can see where people are coming from. Because Sadio Mane is a very important player. He is a very, very important player. And it's a very, very disappointing he is obviously missing the World Cup. Guys, I have just obviously noticed the time. I am going to have to leave it there, but thank you very much for tuning in to an impromptu live stream this evening. And I'll be back on Tuesday. I'll be back on Tuesday for the live watch along of France against Australia. What I will say is enjoy the games. I know that they'll obviously be on at times where people will be working. They'll be on at times where people will probably be in bed, etc. But just enjoy the football, regardless of where it is, of course. But I am looking forward to seeing what this World Cup brings. I think there will be shocks. I think there will definitely be shocks, and I think playing in a climate over there, which is very, very humid, very, very hot. It could be very interesting. I think we will get some shock results, and don't be surprised if Japan gets to a quarterfinal or a semi-final. Don't be surprised. Do not be surprised at all. I totally agree. Douglas Núñez with the golden boot. Douglas looks great stream, I should say. How do you think Benzema will do in his first World Cup? I think he'll do well. I think he'll be the main striker. I can't see Giroud being the main striker for France anymore. But Benzema, I think he'll do well. Is it really his first World Cup? I'm amazed by that, to be honest. But yeah, he wasn't in the 2010 squad, was he? He wasn't in the 2014 squad. He certainly wasn't in the 2018 squad. Crikey. Well, there's something you learn every day, folks. There is something you learn every day as well. In my opinion, it's between Argentina or Brazil, but don't write who of Uruguay. I think Darwin will do well. Yeah, absolutely. Benzema's first World Cup was 2014. So it was. Vinny Jr. will have a blinder. I think he will. Guys, going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate everyone tuning in. If you are new around here, please consider hitting that subscribe button as well. And also smash a like on the way out as well. And yes, join me over on Lest Till I Die at 9 o'clock, where I'll be doing the Shit Shirt Show. We'll be going through the home kits and the away kits of the World Cup. You've obviously seen it on my channel. Have my opinions changed on some of these? Well, you'll find out at 9 o'clock. anyway. But thank you very much for watching. I really have appreciated it. And yeah, I'll see you guys around. I will see you guys on Tuesday for the France versus Australia live match watch along. So I will see you then. But until then, it's goodbye, and I will see you over on Chris's channel. Cheers.